let's talk about one of the most confusing parts of being human, our own feelings. You know that feeling, right? A sudden wave of anger or sadness washes over you, and your mind instantly serves up a reason. It seems so obvious. But what if that reason, that story your brain is telling you, isn't actually true? What if it's just a guess? This is where it gets really interesting. We trust our feelings, but the stories we attach to them might just be made up on the spot. To really get this, we have to break down every emotion into two parts. Think of it as the signal and the story. So every single time you feel something, you've got the raw physical sensation, that's the signal. And then you have the explanation your mind creates for it, that's the story. And the crucial thing is, they're two totally separate things. The signal always comes first. It's that knot in your stomach, the heat rising in your face, that tension in your jaw. It's a super fast, automatic, physical thing that happens before you even have a chance to think. The story, on the other hand, comes a split second later. That's your conscious thinking brain noticing the physical signal and scrambling to figure out, okay, why am I feeling this? It's like a narrator trying to explain a scene that's already in progress. And here's the part that really changes things. Your thinking brain doesn't cause the feeling. Nope. It just tries to explain it after it's already there. It's always playing catch-up. So the sequence is really like this. First, there's a trigger. Then that physical signal shows up in your body, and only then does your conscious mind kick in, look around, and pin the feeling on the most likely suspect. The story you tell yourself is actually the last thing to happen. All right, let's make this real. Here's a super common example of how our brains get this wrong all the time. Okay, imagine you just finished a really tense, annoying call with your boss. You hang up, maybe shake your head, and then you just get back to your day, not really thinking about it. But that signal, that little buzz of frustration and stress, is still humming away inside you. You're not consciously aware of it, but it's there. A few minutes go by, and you walk into the kitchen. You see an unopened bill just sitting there on the counter, a totally neutral object. And bam, you suddenly feel this surge of irritation. Your brain feels that leftover frustration, looks for a cause, and what does it see? The bill. It immediately creates a story. Oh, this bill! Money is so stressful. But here's what's really going on. The bill didn't cause the stress. The stress from the phone call was already floating around looking for a place to land, and it just attached itself to the bill. Your story is logical, yeah, but it's completely wrong. So why does this matter? Well, once you understand this, it can totally change how you react to your own emotions. You can move from being so certain to just being a little more curious. The big mistake we all make is thinking that the raw signal, the feeling itself, is proof that our story about it is true. The feeling is so strong, we just assume our explanation has to be right. And this is the main takeaway. Your frustration, oh, it's 100% real. The signal is never fake, but the story your brain tells you about why you're frustrated, that's just a guess. It's a good guess, a convincing one, but it's still just a guess. This isn't about ignoring your feelings at all. It's just about creating a tiny little pause, a moment to ask, okay, the feeling is here, I get that. But is the first story my brain offered me the only story? It really all boils down to one simple truth about how we're wired, even if it feels a little backward. Maybe the biggest thing we get wrong is this. We don't feel things because we think about them. We think about things because we felt them first.